with the recent announcement about the let's say comparison of the dev team and their work to Epstein, I just want to summarize and talk about how horrible this community is, as in like their actions and their reputation. Because majority of the community has had this reputation of harassing, doxing, and just overall hating on their own game, their own quote unquote favorite game, or their own game's devs as well. And also the fact that if you're a game developer in Outcome Memories and you just have a ounce, just a little fucking millimeter of just joy and make something for yourself for just a couple or so for fun, they will fucking strike you down for it. They will hate your bitch ass for no reason because you're just having a little bit of fun. And also on top of that, with the mention of, them prioritizing their life, their real life, their education, their own free time over this game. Outcome Memories to them is a side project if you think about it, with how they prioritize their life on hand. And well, that's good because honestly, that's pretty realistic of them, that they should prioritize well their life, their education. That could probably bring them even further things other than just Roblox itself, right? But no. Apparently, the Outcome Memories community just loves the fact that you have a education and will kill you for it. All right, we'll just fucking strike you down because you're not working on the game, which is not their main priority. What's even more just malicious about this community is that it just loves to just, I don't know, harass you, dox you, send death threats to you if you're a dev or just anywhere slowly just affiliated in the management of Outcome Memories for the things that are just like, what the fuck, right? You can literally be working on the game and you're just getting constantly harassed still. And then you're constantly slandered as well when you're literally working on the game. And then that same community that is harassing and doxing, sending death threats and whatnot, just says, just stop crying, man. What? Yes, I'm totally not just getting harassed, getting doxxed, and now my life is at risk, being sent death threats as I'm working on my passion project game that doesn't even give me any type of insignificant funds or any money or any type of fucking fund. I'm just doing it for the love of the game, and I'm gonna work on it when I want to feel like I'm working on it because it's a passion project. It requires passion to do this project. Yes, I'm totally just not going to have my mental health get just, I'm just going to be J-OK knowing damn well people fucking slander me for something that I literally didn't fucking do, or hell, things that I'm literally just working on the game for. Just to sum it up, this community does not have any type of sympathy over human life or any of that. They don't care. They don't care about your life. They don't care about who you are or whatever. If you are part of the game and you're a dev, they want you to work. They want to treat you like a Mappa animator with no fucking human rights. Yes. They just look at you and think you're a fucking robot, and they just slander you, throw hate at you for fun. But oh wait, there's more. That's not just the only part about the community that is pretty bad, is also the community's patience, right? They have a reputation of that as well. So apparently a 5-month update is apparently a death sentence to the community, apparently. Yes, this community just lives off of, like, Outcome Memories like it's their life support, apparently so. They want an update every so often, huh? It's like, they're like desperate as fuck, just like Battleground players as well. They want weekly updates or something, or they want updates now. They want updates monthly or something. So now hear this. They had a announcement back then, but I guess a lot of people didn't fucking read it because, yet again, this community also doesn't know how to read, just like Forsakens. The expectancy of a update is going to take at least 1 or 2 months, but it may exceed more than 4 months if they have to recode the game, in which, they decided to recode the game because right now it's been utterly held to deal with, alright? The old code from like 2 years ago and whatnot, the old junk. So they have to reorganize everything and recode the game, right? So that's why it's been, it far exceeds the 4-month limit. Now, as for why did it take so long, and held longer than 4 months is because they also lost several LMSs and they had to find placeholders for them, but also make new ones for those same LMSs, which is basically more than half of the motherfuckers. And then they had some issues with one other dev, apparently so, and they had to basically remake several things like the Metro Man emote for Colossus, and also his victory screen and whatnot, and other junk. Basically all the things that they had to deal with to remake those that was created by that one singular dev that I don't really know about, but I did hear about it on TikTok. Anywho, that isn't just the only thing, but they also had exams or school. They're prioritizing their life. They have lives, all right? They have, they eat food. They have families. They have education. They have work to, on their own. They have jobs probably as well, because they're not getting any money from this in general as well. So now, with that in mind, it's taking even longer because of they have real life stuff. They have to fix a lot of things. They also have to recode a lot of things. They also have to make new LMSs, new music, and also they have to make new maps and whatnot, and rework a map or two or whatever and whatnot. And one horrible thing that happened is that one of the friends, which was part of the dev team, passed away, right? So, and if you didn't fucking know, because a lot of you people just don't care about human lives, but the death of a friend can definitely put a toll on your body, your mental health, and overall your performance and things in life as well. It could fuck you up badly. There should be no reason for me to explain this, because I feel like all humans should understand this, alright? That the death of a friend could really fuck you up. So, that's why it took a while. But guess what? That while was only like 6 or 5 months. That isn't so bad compared to other games. Like, for example, Attack on Titan Revolution has still been working on their update for about 7 to 8 months. As for what are they working on, is that they're working on only just the Colossus Titan shifter, the raid, wave system, and that's kind of basically it. I don't know, maybe a couple new missions, maybe a couple few cosmetics and whatnot, but that's it. And also people complaining about the bugs appearing in the update and just putting that blame on the devs, even though it's a Roblox thing. Most ASIM motherfuckers don't even understand this either, but Roblox is a pretty shitty engine, I'm not gonna lie. And when you release a big update to, well, let's say 100,000 people joining at once, it is expected to have bugs that are unexpected and will appear out of nowhere because of the constant jamming, and also just Roblox being a shitty engine in general. And, people just don't know how to read, because they literally talked about this same issue in announcements, that they did 22 testing sessions and these bugs came out of fucking nowhere and were not in their sessions. Yeah, let's use our fucking brains here. So now the devs are still being slandered for bugs that they honestly, realistically just didn't expect. Alright? It's not technically their fault, but it's fucking Roblox's fault for being a shitty engine and being pretty crappy at handling big stuff. Now, I'm don't quite remember when they're supposed to have their break, because it is definitely after 0.2, but then again, it's a 2-part update. So I'm not too sure if they're going to go on break after Fleetway, but right now, they have to do a bunch of hot fixes with those now current bugs in public servers. And they are actively working on them as well. Every single day, there has been several fixes, several nerfs, several balances, several, reverted nerfs and whatnot. They're experimenting, they're readjusting a lot of things just to fit for the community, and just to, do a lot of stuff and trying to please the community, that was, slandering them, I don't know. I'm going to hope that a lot of you remember that one announcement that Sobi talked about of the potential cancellation of Outcome Memories if this were to continue. And, yeah, it's continuing even after the update, and hell, it's even gotten worse. So now I just don't know if this game is going to be, around anytime soon, because of its horrible community literally killing it off. Now, what concerns me the most is not just Outcome, but everyone else. What about the catastrophes? Is their community going to be buns as well when it releases? Yes, Definitely. It's going to be horrible. I mean, it's a blend of the Mario community, horror Mario community, Outcome Memories community, the Disasters community, and Forsaken's community blended into one mess. Yeah, it's going to be fucking horrible. It's going to be a literal catastrophe. Literally, in its name. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because that game also has a lot of potential, just like Outcome, and hell, both the dev teams are friends with each other, right? Both teams love have this like friendly rivalry, just like Mario and Sonic, and well, IRL, Nintendo and Sega. So now I'm just genuinely concerned on what's going to happen with future ASIMs. They're probably going to also die out because of their own community's malicious acts and just behavior. I did wish I made my own ASIM game as well, but I don't know how to code. But I did have a dream or a concept of, well, making a FNAF World ASIM game where, well, it has the FNAF World cast where their movesets are based off of, well, FNAF World, but also, several creative liberties on top of that, and also some custom and maybe even familiar faces as monsters or killers or whatever. But now, with the current state of how horrible these communities can get, I think, no, it's probably a bad idea. Now, if you ever wanted to reach out to me about, well, I don't know, the idea, and you want to make an ASIM game about FNAF World, and, well, I guess FNAF as a media in a Outcome Memories and the Disaster type of style or setting, then, well, I guess you could try to hook me up or something. I don't know. I'll probably just give you the rights to the idea and just go on with it. I don't want to affiliate myself with anywhere near a community this horrid. So I would probably just be there in the sidelines, just, watching it all be built. I wouldn't want to be a game manager or anything like that, but I would like to manage or make concepts for move sets or whatnot. But that's just basically it. I don't want to moderate or be some type of manager for that game. It won't be a guaranteed of me actually being able to, I don't know, talk with you about the idea, but hey, give it a shot if you can, or you could just go ahead and make your own game about FNAF World ASIM, I guess, right? It's not just my idea. I've seen several others, but I haven't seen it, seen the light of day. So go ahead, do your best, and, go ahead and make it. Now, if you do want me in some type of way making concept of moves for characters, I mean, I would love to, definitely, but it's also not guaranteed because, well, I'm doing other things, Anywho, stay safe, don't get harassed, don't get doxxed, and especially don't get diddled by the diddler. Smell you later.